YouTube doesn't allow us to swear in the first 15 seconds of the video, so we have to wait.
Yeah, it kind look at the title. I That's kind of a problem for us, isn't it? I think I'll probably have to like blot it out. Doot doot
Yeah.
doot doot doot. All right,
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Weekly Updates You Don't Give a Shit About. It is I, Arav.
and I'm Siddharth, and I guess we'll just jump on right into it.
Yeah.
In our first article for today, my book, Cliches Forever, Book 2 Space Opera, has hit the length of a novel. I started this book back in October, and I finished the first draft like a month ago, and now I've started revisions over the past 2 weeks, and so far it has been going pretty good. The book is not good, but it's all right, I guess. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
but so
I'm excited. That's
why?
really cool.
Why?
It hits novel length. That's your first novel. That is so sick.
Yeah, I thought it would be the third book, but no, this one is novel, and I
Yeah,
was not
amazing.
expecting that. I'm gonna be completely honest. Back when I started this, I thought it would be like 2 pages,
Yeah,
but the first book was 7 pages, and now this is like 150. So that's an improvement, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. And so, what are we reading and or watching? Me, I'm currently reading the third Discworld book, which is Equal Rights. It's pretty okay-ish so far. My friend Ishan, he's already read it, and he told me it's pretty meh. I've read 7 Discworld books so far, and 5 out of 7 of them have been amazing. The first 2 Discworld books, which are The Color of Magic and Light Fantastic, not the best. And this is the third one, and apparently it only gets good by the fourth one. And I've read the fourth one, and yeah, the fourth one is really good. But the
Yeah.
third one, so far, it doesn't have the traditional Discworld, goodness.
I see.
I
That's okay.
I am also reading Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, and
Wow.
it is pretty damn good so far. Something very sad happens in the first 40 pages, and if you know me and what I like and what I feel bad for instead of humans, then you'll have some idea of what happens.
Huh.
But yeah, Olive just cost me a lot of editing that I have to do. Thank you, Olive. But yeah, all right. I wonder what Olive's reading.
So I'm reading the same book I've been for like 8 months or 9 months now. Actually, it's my ninth month and maybe.
Very
But yeah,
short book. Very short book.
yes, 45 pages by the way, insane progress. But yeah, and there's Brooklyn Nine Nine. Brooklyn Nine Nine has distracted me from reading the book. That's the only reason why I've not finished the book.
Are you
Definitely my only.
sure?
Definitely.
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You definitely believe me. Yeah, you
All
don't
right.
believe me.
Now you talk about Rishikesh because I
Rishikesh is cool. I like him, but we don't talk about that. We talk about the book. So this book is cool. It's another Wheel of Time book. I mean,
the
that's
sixth
it's
one.
dope. The sixth one, yes. In the previous video where Ishan and Siddharth made a whole video on Wheel of
Yes,
Time.
we made a. If you're into the Wheel of Time, we made a 2 hour long discussion on that series. So if you want, just like keep that on in the background while you do math homework or like wash dishes or do taxes or something. I don't know what you adult people do. God, uh,
Yeah, yeah.
if
So
if
yeah,
there
that,
are adults watching this, I doubt that there's anyone watching this. But if there are adults watching it, I recommend it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Next, we all know that the fantasy news must flow. In the first piece of news, the preview chapters released by ReactorMag.com for Wind and Shoot, the fifth book in the Stormlight archive by Brandon Sanderson, have released the first couple, which means the preface and the prologue. Now, to be fair, we already got the prologue before, like a couple years ago when Brandon Sanderson first finished it, but there have been some changes to it, including a very significant Cosmere reference, including someone who can make clothes move. If you know, you know. So Uh,
Uh,
why are you laughing? You don't know out of God.
I understood the reference.
Do you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, of course,
What's that a
definitely.
reference to out of?
That's a reference to the fourth book of the Stormlight Archive.
No.
Oh, that was it was worth a shot.
Not even a reference to Stormlight out of.
Oh, yikes! That's okay. Unfortunate.
And in continuing with Stormlight news, we have also gotten news that Sanderson has released the first 11 chapters, the prelude and the prologue to Way of Kings, which is basically just part one of the book, onto YouTube as an audiobook read by Michael Kramer and Kate Redding for free, completely for free. I think that's actually awesome, like really awesome. Uh,
Yeah, that is.
yeah, and I hope he does more stuff like this so that he can get more people into the Sander fandom.
Yes, yes.
And plus, Michael Kramer and Kate Redding are just really good narrators. I think
Huh.
they're like act because I listened to the last three Wheel of Time books along while with reading the actual books done by them, and they are so good at what they do.
Yeah.
At this point, Michael, what are you typing? At this point, Michael
Nothing.
Kramer and Kate Redding are just the voices of the characters in my head. When I think of the characters, I think of them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is. Yeah.
And after this piece of news, I will stop hogging the screen. I swear. It's just that Arav is clueless about all of this.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
And
not.
that is that Christopher Paolini has released a new world map for the world of the inheritance cycle. Yeah, okay. I don't care much for the inheritance cycle. It is actually my least favorite book series of all time, at least until I read like the selection for Namrita, because I have to read a book series so that my friend will read Mistborn, and I am 100% sure I will dislike it
Yeah.
because she just chose that book to mess with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So
People nowadays.
I swear.
I
And
swear.
yeah, so inheritance cycle, new map. I'm pretty sure it's just yeah, it looks cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay, so Creature Commandos trailer. The trailer was not. It was interesting. The trailer was interesting. This is the first look at James Gunn's new DCU. The previous iteration, the DCEU, wasn't that great.
Good, yeah.
Not the best. But yeah, speaking of the DCEU, Jack Snyder's director cut for his
Jack,
Netflix or
Zach.
oh, Zack. Oh. Zack Snyder's director cut for his Netflix original film series, Rebel Moon, has released to bad reception.
Very bad
Reception.
reception. It's got like 29. The
Very bad.
director, the first one has got like 29% on Rotten Tomatoes. What's the second one got out of?
The second one has like 17, and then like the part two, right? The part two got like 17, and then the chapter two got like 40. So it's not the best. Not the
Yeah, that's
best.
all less than 50%, which means, usually just means bad movie.
Very bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've not watched it, but like,
I feel like I'm not gonna like it because first of all, I've watched some of Zack Snyder's movies like Man of Steel and Batman versus Superman. I
yeah.
am not based on that. I am not in, and he wrote those movies, so based on that, I am not very inclined to continue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, it's yeah.
I mean, I don't get why he wanted to release a director cut since Netflix would have him release whenever, but yeah. Okay, so Squid Game season 2 release date has been released.
Announced
Along with the trailer. That's crazy. So that is
a trailer.
26th
It's like
December
I mean, trailer
2024.
is debatable. It's just 29 seconds of a dude running and then zooming in on a guy, and it's like, oh, do you want to play again? And then it's like
Oh.
Squid Game season two. What's the release date out of?
It's 26th December 2024 this year. So that's a very interesting way to announce it, but sure. I watched the last Squid Game season one. It was good. It was good. Um, yeah, it was good. I don't know why they like Squid Game so much. Yeah,
I mean, I haven't watched it, but I assume it sounds like something that's like, oh, who's gonna make it out? Which is like it's a
yeah,
pretty good selling point for a show, I suppose. It's a good point for the entire tension of a show to hinge upon. It's like it also drives engagement with the audience because it's like people online are theorizing like who's gonna make it out, who's gonna my
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
my favorite character is Dash, and I think he should not die. So
And it's all numbers, so like, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
crazy. Root for your favorite number. Oh my
yeah.
God, it's number 99.
And in our next piece of news, before we thought that Dragon Prince would end with season 7, but we have received news at San Diego Comic Con that it will actually stretch, it could stretch on for 10 seasons if, but it will stretch on for 10 seasons if the fans show enough support for the show, enough support that Netflix will greenlight it. So I propose that fans like rewatch the show, do some other stuff with it, boogly boo, play the game that's coming out. Just show all your support to the creators of the show and the actual show itself. Because let me tell you, season 6 was the best season so far. I've already said this like a gajillion times, but it just really was. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. They have a game too. Wow. I did
It's
not know
it's
that.
on it's mobile game, so
Oh,
doesn't really
oh.
count. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Cool. That's it.
then the next piece of news is James Gunn has unveiled the new DC Studios logo. And yeah, it's not really much new, but I think it looks really cool and like neat. And it's just, I think it's cool. Yeah. There's not really much to say about it, but it's a hell of a lot better than whatever the DCU had going on with theirs. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I see.
And now, in our final piece of news,
It's Percy Jackson season 2 and it starts filming. That is so cool. I'm so excited. The first like show
the
was
first season was like
cool.
the
It
most,
was
it was the most 7 out of 10 piece of television ever. But again,
yeah.
that's still better than whatever we got last time, which
Oh, the movies were
the movies
disgusting.
were god awful.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep.
Yep, and Sea of Monsters. I'm very excited. Sea of Monsters was I liked it. It's not as good as the rest.
It's the worst Percy Jackson and the Olympians book. The worst book that he's written is The Sun and the Star.
Oh
Look
yeah.
at
Oh, you
this.
have.
It's so bad.
Damn.
I have all of them, Olive. It's so
Oh,
bad. It's I don't like it at all. It feels like bad fan fiction. But Sea of Monsters is a good book. It's just not.
just not
It's
that
just
great
the
compared
worst
to the
one
rest.
out of all of them.
Yeah.
So with this one, I'm fine with them making some more changes. But honestly, they have to keep the oh wait, spoilers. But
Oh, oh,
they
oh,
have to
yeah.
keep something about someone named Cece. That's all I want.
Yep. That's
Because the
gonna be a.
movies got that. That was very disappointing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And all right, thanks for watching. We will smell you later.
Smell you later.